If your macrame ever looks uneven, like your knots don't line up, or your rows look twisted, or perhaps something just feels off. Most of the time, it's not your knots, it's not the pattern, and it's definitely not your skill. It usually comes down to one simple tension mistake almost every beginner makes. So today, I want to focus on one thing and one thing only, because fixing this one habit can instantly clean up your macrame. Hey everyone, it's Nicole here from BOCHIKNOT Macrame, and in this video we are going to be going over one of the biggest tension mistakes people make, especially beginners. The biggest tension mistake every beginner makes is over tightening the knots. Most people think the tighter the knots means the better they look, because tighter obviously equals cleaner, and tighter means more professional looking. But in macrame, over tightening actually does the opposite. When you pull too hard, a few things start to happen. Your cords start to twist instead of laying flat, rows start to pull crooked, spacing becomes inconsistent, and your piece will start fighting you. Even if the knots individually look good on their own, the overall structure of the piece will start to drift. Here's why this happens. Macrame isn't about force, it's about balance. When you over tighten, you are pulling tension unevenly across your macrame piece. As soon as one knot or one row of knots is impacted, it slowly stacks up onto the next, and by the end, you're going to have an uneven looking project. Here is a more detailed walkthrough of why and how to fix it. Beginners think tighter knots make cleaner work, but over tightening actually twists cords, pulls rows crooked, and throws spacing off. Look at the pattern I just made here versus the nice, clean, neat pattern up here. Can you spot the difference? Now, I did purposely try to over tighten everything here, and so that's why you see here that the rows are crooked and the spacing is off, because there is very minimal spacing between these knots here. I'm talking the spacing in between the knots, not in between the rows. In between the rows, it's nice and tight as well. What happens when you over tighten knots like this, it pulls the pattern together, so instead of laying flat like it's supposed to, it's curving upwards. So if you look at it from the side, it doesn't lay flat. This part is curved up. Here's my quick fix for over tightening knots. First things first, you might not need to untie the entire thing. If your knot rows are nice and snug up against the previous row, you may need to only untie certain knots. Now I'm gonna untie the second row of knots here, because let's finish one row at a time first before we move on. Okay, so once we've untied that row, you can see here that this row, you might not be able to see it from a top-down view, but this part does start to curve upwards because it's too tight. Now, my number one quick fix to do when this happens is you need more consistent spacing in between the knots. You've pulled on the anchor cord too tight, causing the pattern to curve. Now, while all these knots squished together may look neat, but because we're trying to keep it a flat 2D project, you do need some consistent spacing in between the knots. This is why your round circular coasters are curving up and struggling to stay flat. So what you do, this is what I call the kneading trick. So I take that row that is too tight and curving, and I knead it kind of like kneading dough in a way, but with your fingers. You're pulling, pushing on the knots, so that you give them some more space. And look at that, I just fixed the over tightening for that row here. It now somewhat resembles better the row up here. Now you can do the same thing with the other side. If it's too tight, knead it so that it looks nice and straight. Now, if it just so happens that your knots are unfixable with how you tied them and the kneading trick doesn't work, you can undo your rows and re-tie them. Make sure you tie them with consistent tension. So tighten only when the knot is set. So with a double half-hitch knot, we tighten the second half-hitch knot because that sets the double half-hitch knot. So you can see here that just by tightening the working cord, we do have a little bit of a gap in between the half-hitch knots. Usually to get rid of that space, we pull on the anchor cord to shift those two half-hitches together. But be careful here, do not over tighten it too much. So we just want to shift them together so that they sit nicely right beside each other. So what I did here was I tighten after the knot is set. Make sure it looks right. If not, adjust, knead if need be, and then move on. And you may have to do this with every knot as you go down. The first one is the most important of that row because it does set the tone for the rest of the knots in that row. I find that that little push does help keep the knots with consistent spacing, and there's less adjusting needed at the end of the row. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Good tension isn't about force, it is about control and consistency. If your hands tense up while you're knotting, most likely it's going to show on your macrame piece as well. Slow it down, set the knots accordingly, and adjust, and then move on. Once you fix this one habit, you're going to notice something really cool happen. Your rows are going to be straighter. There's going to be just the right amount of spacing. Your project is going to lay flat if you want it to lay flat, and your whole piece will instantly look cleaner. If your macrame has ever felt frustrating or uneven, this is a great place to start. Managing tension control is one of the quickest ways to see improvement when it comes to making clean knots and clean looking macrame. And if you want a deeper breakdown on tension, spacing, and how to really train your hands to control tension, I go over this in more detail over on our BOCHIKNOT macrame community on Patreon. If you're interested, head on over to patreon.com/BOCHIKNOT for more details. But for now, try this out and see what happens. I really hope it will help you along your macrame journey. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.